It's just a great time in my life. I'm really happy. I'm engaged, I'm going to be married, and I can't restrain myself, you know?
Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt are two of Hollywood's biggest stars, but they are reportedly not the best of friends going back to their Interview with the Vampire days. Even though over 30 years have passed since they starred in a movie together, their rumored feud might end. What could have been the cause of the feud between these two? Tom Cruise finally opened up about the feud, and what caused it? Number 1. Personality clash.
No. What does it mean? I don't know. Ask me in the morning.
The pair first butted heads when they worked together on the 1994 horror movie Interview with the Vampire, with Brad describing Tom as North Pole while he was South. Brad Pitt, who has a quiet charisma, his screen presence is marked by subtlety and depth, often portraying characters that balance vulnerability with strength. He represents timeless Hollywood elegance, a figure both grounded and enigmatic. Tom Cruise, by contrast, defines cinematic intensity. His relentless commitment to action and precision has made him a global symbol of energy and ambition. He is the embodiment of the classic movie star. He is dynamic and fearless.
Do you think people focus maybe too much on your looks and don't even, realize that you're just a shitty actor?
Pitt was never secretive about his annoyance with Tom Cruise during the film's press tour. In an issue of the now-defunct magazine Premiere, Brad revealed that there was a point in filming when he started resenting Tom Cruise, describing him as the North Pole and he, the South. He was quite irritated that Tom Cruise would always come up to you with a handshake, whereas he might bump into you. There was this underlying competition that got in the way of any real conversation. It wasn't nasty by any means, not at all, but it was just there and it bugged me a bit, Brad Pitt added. There's a reason they haven't worked together in 30 years. They clashed so badly when they shot Interview with the Vampire, neither of them has ever been able to move past it, a source tells Closer. They play it down publicly, but it's no secret they can't stand each other.
And I'm a big believer in you have to try things on for yourself and really figure out who you are, what works for you.
Sources recall that Pitt, then considered a rebellious Hollywood bad boy, struggled with his constrained role as Louis, resented playing second fiddle to Cruise's intense Lestat, and clashed with Cruise's relentless positivity. At the time, they lived different lifestyles. Cruise was a major star married to Nicole Kidman, while Pitt was indulging in a wilder phase, dating co-stars like Thandie Newton. Though the film became a fan favorite, Pitt later confessed that the experience was miserable, calling it 6 months in the f***ing dark during a 2011 Entertainment Weekly interview. Despite the on-screen chemistry, Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt haven't worked together again in a feature film, fueling speculation over the years about creative clashes or personality differences. They might appear happy in public, but their relationship in private is tense. Their careers took different turns in the years that followed. In 2001, they briefly appeared at the same charity event, a tribute to heroes, but kept their distance from each other publicly, arousing more speculation. Their clash in personality was not the only reason behind the over 3-decade-long feud. There was more. Moving on to number 2. Tom Cruise felt threatened by Brad's new movie.
I think the thing he'll get used to the most is just the power.
Since the last time they worked on a film together in Interview with a Vampire, rumors were surfacing that Cruise was irked about Pitt's upcoming race film, Phone, because it treaded too closely to his Days of Thunder territory. The 62-year-old star is thinking about doing a sequel, and he's been a race fan for decades. There doesn't appear to be enough space in Hollywood for 2 movies about car racing, perhaps.
Have you sent your goodbyes to the light?
There's been all sorts of buzz about how Brad is going to follow the success that Tom had with Top Gun and bring in $1 billion when this movie finally hits theaters, and that has not gone over well with Tom. He feels like Brad's purposely stepping on his toes and trying to show him up, a source said. To make matters worse, Cruise has reportedly been throwing some serious shade at Phone, which has faced some issues during its development. With Pitt filming in Cruise's adopted homeland with his team of directors, Tom Cruise has reportedly been acting all petty. Plus, the chatter that Pitt's upcoming Phone film could rival Cruise's success, bringing in $1 billion, only cranks up the tension. Knowing Pitt, this might just be the start of a high-octane Hollywood showdown. Tom decided to take it as a challenge and let everyone know he's going to kick Brad's butt at the box office. They have plenty of contacts in common, so of course, Brad is going to hear every word he might say about him, and knowing him, he'll have plenty to say back.
You know what? I tried to get them in a movie together before in 2015 and got really close. They're both the ultimate professionals. I loved working with both of them. To get them in a movie together would be amazing.
To make matters worse, Brad decided to shoot the movie in London, where Tom lives. This again did not go down well with Tom Cruise. The insider continues, as far as he's concerned, London is his home, so people like Brad, who just want to fly in and out to make a movie or take a quick vacation once in a while, are just not on his same wavelength. But it also really sticks in his craw that Brad's now working with the same director that Tom hired. But their rift didn't end there. Years later, in 2009, the pair found themselves going head-to-head at the box office with their World War II dramas. Brad starred in Inglourious Bastards, and Tom starred in Valkyrie. It was reported at the time that Brad, whose movie came out on top, called Valkyrie ridiculous. However, Brad's spokesperson later stated that his quote was not accurate. While some fans thought Brad was just trying to copy Tom Cruise, others thought it was a well-thought-out plan to get on Tom Cruise's nerves. Number 3. Angelina Jolie's link with Tom Cruise.
Welcome to the show. Feel the love. Feel the love. Thank you for being here.
Things appeared frosty again a year later when Angelina Jolie, who was married to Brad from 2014 to 2016, got the lead role in the movie Salt, which Tom had previously been in talks to do. Well, Tom Cruise was never signed, but he was thinking about it. Director Philip Noyce confirmed. We needed a start date, so we needed an actor. Amy Pascal, head of Sony Pictures, said, "Let's send it to Angelina." Since Brad and Angelina's bitter split following their 10-year relationship, citing irreconcilable differences, after Angelina alleged in court documents that Brad had drunkenly attacked her and their children during a private plane trip, it escalated to the point where their adopted son Maddox intervened. The actress has reportedly been romantically linked to Tom, which unsurprisingly is said to have left Brad unhappy. One source previously revealed, "Over the past few years, they've had conversations about working together. It's just about finding the right project." And lately, Ainge has seemed more open to getting to know him socially too. The report highlights that Cruise raves about Ainge's intellect and what a strong, impressive woman she is. He admires her refusal to conform to Hollywood norms, noting, "Plus, they're both such superstars. Only a handful of people can truly understand the life they live. That in itself creates a bond." Hollywood's golden couple, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, had shocked the world in 2012 when Katie filed for divorce after 6 years of marriage. Allegedly, Katie feared that Tom would involve their daughter Suri in the Church of Scientology. Therefore, they separated. As for Jolie, the Maleficent star who shares 6 children with Pitt, is said to be ready to embark on a new chapter in her life. According to reports, Tom Cruise is proceeding with the situation cautiously and does not want to come on too strong, as he persuades the actress to collaborate with him on a project, after which he plans to take their relationship to the next level. His goal right now is to convince her to work with him, then he'll romance her, the source told Heat magazine before adding, "He's being careful not to come on too strong, but he wants to take it out of the friend zone." The source also noted that the Top Gun star is mindful of not doing anything that might risk pushing her away. Tom's goal right now is to convince her to work with him, then he'll romance her. The insider added, "He's being careful not to come on too strong, but he wants to take it out of the friend zone." Whether that is true or not, it was a big issue between them. Both Cruise and Angelina Jolie have been married 3 times previously. Cruise had been married to Mimi Rogers, Nicole Kidman, and Katie Holmes. He was said to be in a relationship with the Russian socialite Elsina Kairova, which ended earlier in the year. And Angelina Jolie had been married to Johnny Lee Miller, Billy Bob Thornton, and Brad Pitt. Following their split, the actress has been locked in a years-long legal battle with her ex-husband Pitt over their divorce. While she has reportedly stayed out of the dating scene since her split with Pitt, rumors suggest that with her children growing older, she is looking forward to embarking on the next phase of her life. Moving on to number 4, we have the Battle of the Egos.
And the Oscar goes to Mikey Madison.
There is a new layer to their personality clash in 2025. According to In Touch Weekly, Pitt and Cruise began fighting over the hottest actress in the entertainment industry, Mikey Madison. The recent Oscar winner for Anora reportedly has the two A-listers clamoring to sign her for their next film. The men have very different projects they would like to approach her for. Cruise, who is known for his action films, is always looking for the top talent to cast in his films or collaborate with, and he thinks Mikey is just what he needs to make the movie stand out. Whether it's another Mission Impossible movie, a sequel to Top Gun, or the rumored Days of Thunder revisit, he has plenty to offer her. Pitt might have had the upper hand, though. His production company, known for developing award-winning films and TV shows, didn't have to do much. Brad's just as eager to sign her up, and it's safe to say he's in a much stronger position because of his company Plan B, the source noted.
I grew up in LA and fell in love with the idea of movie making. When I was 13,
he has access to so many different movies, so she's going to have a lot on the table to choose from if she goes that direction. Given their long-lasting feud, it was not surprising that Cruise and Pitt were butting heads over Mikey. It sounded like the battle of the egos because nobody was willing to let go. But what they forgot is that the career decision is ultimately left up to Madison, and it might not involve Pitt or Cruise at all. And it seems that Brad and Tom won't be burying the hatchet anytime soon. The two of them couldn't be more opposite. Brad's attitude has always been that Tom needs to seriously relax and stop taking himself so seriously. It's the same old argument they had way back in the day when they worked together. They're really like oil and water, our source says. Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt meet after several years. To the surprise of many, who had shut all hopes of reconciliation between the two, Tom Cruise didn't mind making a pit stop at Brad Pitt's phone premiere. He had high praise for Brad Pitt after their first public reunion in 24 years, saying that the Oscar winner crushed it. The 62-year-old Tom Cruise had high praise for his former interview with the Vampire co-star following their reunion at the June 23 premiere of the Formula One film in London. The second Tom Cruise stepped out on the red carpet at the European premiere of Phone. The movie to greet Brad Pitt, the world of celebrity gossip revved its engine and then collectively lost its mind. At the star-studded event, Cruise was seen greeting Pitt with a big hug and handshake on the red carpet outside the Cineworld Leicester Square Theatre. It was the first time the pair were photographed together since 2001 when they crossed paths at the America, a Tribute to Heroes benefit concert. And while Pitt looked equally excited to see Cruise, don't expect him to throw a party just because Cruise hugged him. After all, Pitt recently told E! News that the only way for a second on-screen matchup is if Cruise does something again that's on the ground. He also took to social media to post a series of warm photos with Pitt, showing the two sharing laughs and looking anything but tense. With that, he silenced the speculations that all is not well between him and Brad Pitt. In the first slide, both men looked cool in classy suits and sunglasses. Tom Cruise wore a green suit while Brad Pitt appeared in black. Cruise and Pitt were all smiles as they posed side by side. The second photo captured them both, alongside some of Cruise's popular friends. After meeting with Pitt, as well as director Joseph Kosinski and producer Jerry Bruckheimer, who was behind Top Gun, Maverick, Cruise wrote on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, "Great night at the movies with my friends. You guys crushed it," he captioned the post. Many fans wondered who the friends he talked about were. Others concluded it was Pitt. Cruise added alongside a photo of himself posing with Pitt in front of a race car with the caption, "You guys crushed it!" What was supposed to be a warm reunion became a topic of discussion for fans. A video shared on X captured the moment the two men exchanged pleasantries. It showed them having a quick handshake, bumping chests, and posing side by side for the cameras. However, the fan who posted insinuated that the interaction was cold as Cruise and Pitt didn't go in for a hug. Tom not immediately going for a hug, "Oh, they hate each other," they captioned the post. In no time, the comment section was blasted with comments. Some argued that the feud was still ongoing. Others said the greeting was fake and forced just to please the camera. "They don't like each other, I fear, LMAO," one person wrote, while another commented about Cruise noting, "He put his arm between them like a shield so fast." On the other hand, some fans argued that nothing was going on between them. A tweet revealed that they had hugged earlier in the day and even tweeted pictures of the embrace.
Do you see an idea in your head and go, "Oh, I think that would be a great stunt, I want to do that," and you see yourself doing it?
Following their recent reunion, fans have expressed hopes of seeing them in a movie together. Pitt explained what it would take to work with Cruise again. However, the Troy star recently revealed what it would take to work with Cruise again. "I'm not gonna hang my ass off an airplane," Pitt quipped about Cruise's love of stunts, adding that he tends to avoid shit like that as an actor. Although it sounded demeaning, Pitt was being honest and brutal. Both Cruise and Pitt are making headlines as two of the summer movie season's biggest tentpole releases. Cruise was back as Ethan Hunt in May's Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning, which set a franchise opening weekend record with $200 million globally. The action movie has since earned $540 million and counting. Pitt, meanwhile, is the star of Apple and Warner Brothers' racing movie Phone, directed by Cruise's Top Gun Maverick helmer Joseph Kosinski. Producer Jerry Bruckheimer also worked on both movies. Kosinski recently revealed to GQ magazine that he originally planned to reunite Cruise and Pitt on television for his version of the racing drama Ford v Ferrari, although the studio never approved his budget. Cruise and Pitt were planning to do all their driving in the film, which Pitt now achieved in Phone. James Mangold ended up directing Ford v Ferrari with Christian Bale and Matt Damon instead. Tom Cruise finally addresses the issue. During Paramount 2025's panel, Tom Cruise seemed to share a surprisingly different story. He addressed his rumored feud with Brad Pitt, sharing a surprising go-karting story and expressing excitement for Pitt's upcoming Phone movie. Instead of giving a hint of hatred or rivalry between them, Tom Cruise seemed to be genuinely excited while talking about Brad Pitt and his upcoming movie Phone. Cruise shared a fun story about racing go-karts together back in the day when he and Pitt were working on the 1994 movie. Additionally, reflecting on the racing scenes from Phone, Tom Cruise also shared a behind-the-scenes story from when he collaborated with Brad Pitt on Interview with the Vampire. Making a startling admission about how Pitt can drive quite well in real life, Cruise mentioned go-karting together while filming their 1994 movie. Considering how the majority of the scenes from Phone involve Brad Pitt driving on a track with adrenaline-charged music of Led Zeppelin playing in the background, Tom Cruise reflected on Pitt's driving skills. Praising him for being a hell of a driver, Cruise implied how Phone is set to be an authentic depiction of Pitt's driving skills. While fans still think they've not buried the hatchet, Tom Cruise has proven that they have. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.